Hey guys, it's me, Sandy, and I'm here to give an overview and impressions on the Hitokiri. I've been playing them for about a week now. While I'm trash pins are important, right? The Hitokiri is the new heavy samurai character that came out last Thursday for all plebeians who have 15,000 steel. They have hyper armor, variable heavy timings, can chain heavies infinitely, and a few mix-ups to make your opponent's days extra fun. The Hitokiri reminds me of the Centurion because they're both about their heavies, they both have kicks, and once you get the momentum going, you can just physically abuse your opponent and demoralize them. You may not punch or kick or stun them, but those heavies you can spam hurt, and if you charge them, you will trade. You will win the trade. The Hitokiri's trait is called the Mugen Ryu stance. It's not really a special stance or state like the Highlander's offensive stance or the Shaolin's one. After connecting a light or whiffing a light or heavy attack, you enter the Mugen Ryu state. Once in it, you can access the Hitokiri's mix-ups and a few more moves. You can start spamming heavies like a berserker, you can become a Centurion or a kick, or you can charge that kick into a Valkyrie sweep. You can charge your heavies to gain hyper armor, make them unblockable, or charge them for just a bit to vary the timing on them. The kick and the charge heavies can be feinted pretty late to really mess with your opponents. If you do another light attack or charge a heavy, you exit the Mugen Ryu state and have to go back into it to get access to your kick and your sweep. The second light attack comes out fast and has hyper armor on it. If the kick connects, you are guaranteed a heavy and are still in the Mugen Ryu state. This is just a basic overview of the Hitokiri's moveset. The Hitokiri also has some interesting feats too. For their level 1s, they have Deliverance, which is a new feat for the Hitokiri, where they gain a full shield and uninterruptible stance while executing an enemy, Fast Recovery, which regenerates their stamina faster, and Iron Lungs, so you can still sprint when out of stamina. For their level 2, they have Tainted Gift Mark, where they reveal an enemy, and if executed, the killer and nearby teammates regain some health. Bloodlust, killing enemies grants temporary attack and defense boost. Righteous Deflection, parry to gain high damage reduction for a short time. For the level 3, we have Spirit Shroud, gain damage resistance after executing an enemy, effect remains until you are killed. Heal on block, which is self-explanatory. Nukekubi, that's most likely wrong, which is not self-explanatory, where you gain stamina on successful hits. For level 4, we have Senbonzakura, perform a flip and slam the axe into an enemy to do 200 HP and get an execution. Regenerate your health when out of combat, the regenerate feat. Fear itself, nearby enemies have lower defenses. The feats I currently run are Deliverance, Righteous Deflection, Nukekubi, and Senbonzakura, although I do sometimes switch it up with Bloodlust for the level 2 and Spirit Shroud for the level 3. I like Deliverance because even though it can be cancelled by Guard Break, most people don't realize that and will just try spamming attacks at you like they do when someone has Revenge Mode and they're executing somebody. Plus, the Hitokiri has access to decently fast execution and you get a full shield around it, so it can really help out when you need that HP to continue fighting. I like using Righteous Deflection because it makes me parry better, or rather it encourages me to parry to get that damage reduction and continue my spam. I like using Nukekubi because it also lets me continue to use my spam, because as long as I even get a hit, even if it's blocked, it still lets me get most of my stamina back. Plus, it's really good for helping to clear minions, even though, you can get that as a level 1 feat normally. And then I like using the Senbonzakura because it looks cool and it can usually get people, plus you get access to an execution off it, which works with Deliverance. Now, as for my impressions of the Hitokiri and how they play or feel, I mostly played the Dominion mode with the occasional duel. I believe in that Dominion or the 4v4 modes, the Hitokiri is in a really good place right now. As I mentioned earlier, they can spam heavies, make them unblockables, use the kick or sweep to really mess your opponent up. And even when you are being ganked, once you get Revenge Mode, you become an unstoppable heavy spamming beast. It's just nasty. The ability to trade with your heavies also puts immense pressure on your opponent, especially with how late you can feint the charged heavies. And if they make a mistake and they have enough HP, they'll lose the trade. And you get the execution off it, which stacks with that Deliverance. Now, I love playing the Hitokiri because I get to just smash, and they have the nice mix-ups that can really mess up your opponent, like I said, once you get the pain train going. But there are some slight issues with them, some trade backs. There's no real way to initiate the mix-ups or get into the Mugen Ryu state unless you hit the opponent with a heavy or a light attack that connects. If they block it, you still can't go to the kick and the sweep. The kick and the sweep can also be backdodged using the same timing, and the guard break suffers from T-Rex arms too, so it's kind of hard to catch people. But these issues, they don't necessarily make them bad, because not every player's going to play perfectly and predict every move you're going to do. When you hit someone with a heavy, then you kick them, you get the guaranteed heavy off of that, then you go and you feint that kick into a guard break, and then you get another heavy off that, and then you can even do it again. I've done that, where I did another guard break and heavy, and they're just demoralized because you hit them for a crap shit ton of damage. I know this because I have been on both sides of this ordeal. It's very demoralizing. And you still have the hyper armor and the charge heavies. I bring these issues up because every character has some flaws and they should be known. You should know what you're getting into. I just feel that as time goes on and we get more used to the Hitokiri's animations and the moveset, they'll be easier to contend with. I'll still fall for the mix-up because I'm trash, but I feel like better players will probably get used to it better. And like I still said, I still really enjoy playing as the Hitokiri. You know, I love that dodge forward heavy with that amazing tracking. I love smashing. I enjoy the mix-ups. Like I said, it reminds me of Centurion, you know, with the kicks and just messing with your opponent and just punching them and just demoralizing them with the massive damage you can do. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and comment below if you agree, disagree, you know, you got some criticism, or you just want to say I'm bad and noob at driving.